I was going to Nine Muses, and they had a pamphlet in there. I picked up the pamphlet, and it had the form to fill out. I filled it out, and sent it in. And about 2 years later, I was living in a converted utility room for $600 a month. It was pretty good, but it was expensive. So I got the case manager came out and interviewed me, and I got into Housing Solutions. It was great. I moved into Coral Springs, in a beautiful apartment, and had good roommates, 2 good roommates, and everything went well. I was in a utility room, a converted utility room. Mm-hmm. But before that, I was homeless. I was wandering the streets. I was going up the railroad tracks, up and down the railroad tracks, living in the woods. It was pretty rough. I got pretty dirty and pretty hungry, and I didn't get any shelters or anything. And sometimes I stay overnight with somebody, but hardly ever. And it's like getting the Salvation Army, take a shower once in a while. But I was hungry and dirty. I was going up and down the railroad tracks. I went all the way to Wildwood walking. Yeah, that's up in North Florida. So that's where I was, living on the street, eating out of dumpsters. I was homeless for about 9 months, I think. I'm just guessing. It was on and off. A couple of times I got a place to live for a few months, and then I'd have to move out, and I'd be homeless again. So it was on and off, but all in all, it was about 9 months, I think. Oh, it's given me the liberty to acquire resources and fulfill my responsibilities and hopes. A lot of my hopes have been fulfilled from being in Housing Solutions, simply because I have a stable environment. I can acquire these things I need. You know, it's affordable. I can afford it. I can afford to get the things I need. So that's how it's helped. Find a mental health specialist, a social worker or somebody, and get a case manager, and sign up for housing as quick as possible. Get off the street, because it's nowhere. You know, you're just observing life. You're not living it. It's pretty rough, and you get a lot of harassment out there. People harass you. They'll take your life if they could. Some of them, and the police are always bugging you, and you just gotta keep walking and walking and walking. Can't do anything. So yeah, I'd say get off the street as quick as possible. Find a mental health specialist to help you out. Probably dead. I have a broken back, so I don't think I can walk very much. I broke my back in '03 on a motorcycle, and I have a fusion operation. I don't think I could carry a load of goods on my back for very far. I'd probably be dead in the woods somewhere. Probably. Housing Solutions has inspired me through his kindness to help other people. I've tried to help several people find housing. I have 30 days of guest time here. So if I have somebody that's homeless, I'll invite them over and for as long as I need to, as long as I can, and try to get them into some kind of situation where they can get off the street. I've tried it. I got one person with the help of a lot of other agencies. Providence just came together with that, and she's in a place in Coral Springs. She got a efficiency apartment. I got her in there. With my help, she got in. I didn't get her in it. There was a lot of other things going on. It's just surprising how Providence came together all at one time. It was wonderful. I'm glad she's in it. I acquired schizophrenia at the age of 19. I catatonic episode, and I didn't realize what it was. I went catatonic, and I couldn't function. I thought, I don't know, it was hard to, but anyway, I moved in with my dad. So my dad put me up for a couple of years, and he got sick of me. He couldn't take my schizophrenia. I mean, I was taking medication, it wasn't helping. I was going to the crisis center every 2 months. Every 2 months I'd be in the crisis center for 2 weeks. Back and forth to the crisis center and back to him, and finally he put me out, and I hit the street. First time I'd been homeless. I'd never been out of shelter before. And I walked up the railroad tracks. I survived, but he put me out, and I just walked up the railroad tracks and found resources as best I could, survived as best I could. But that's how I ended up. I got schizophrenia. I couldn't function. I was kind of a pain, So I got ostracized. And that was it. Yeah, I'm very grateful to Housing Solutions. I mean, this is a palace compared to what I was living in. It's a 1-bedroom. It's very, very inexpensive for me. Just be responsible. You got an obligation for Housing Solutions to keep the property up, and just take care of it and do the best you can. Yeah, it's Housing Solutions is very kind. It's very generous. I'm surprised at how it works. I don't know, but I'm glad it does.